Before you go spending your hard-earned cash in 2026, you need to know which brands are actually playing fair and which ones are making headlines for all the wrong reasons. So we will share with you a list of 7 clean makeup brands you need in 2026, and 3 to watch out for. If we go back to 2025, we can see it was a wild year for the beauty industry. We saw FDA recalls, massive settlements, and lawsuits that pulled back the curtain on what some of these companies have been hiding. But it wasn't all bad news. We also saw clean beauty brands step up, get their certifications, and prove that you don't need questionable chemicals to make makeup that actually performs. Today, we're giving you the straight-up facts. 7 brands earned their spot on the 2026 Clean list because they have transparent formulas and 0 legal drama. Then we're going to talk about 3 major brands that you need to research before your next restock: benzene, bacteria, and multi-million-dollar payouts. We're not here telling you what to buy, we're just giving you the knowledge so you can decide for yourself. So let's start with the brands doing it right. Coming in at number 7 is Merit Beauty. If you're into that minimalist skin-first look, this is your brand. They don't do complicated routines or overwhelming product lines, they just do essentials. Why are they on the list? First, the formulas are short, readable, and free from the controversial additives that contribute to that body burden we're always trying to avoid. Second, they are totally transparent. No fragrance blends or mystery ingredients here. Most importantly, they have a clean legal record for 2024 and 2025. In an industry where brands are paying out millions in settlements, having no baggage is a huge win, don't you think? Number 6 is Honest Beauty. This brand was built on the promise of ingredients you can actually trust. The biggest flex for Honest Beauty is that they are EWG verified. This isn't just a marketing popular phrase. It means a third party has scrubbed their formulas to ensure they meet the strictest health standards. They're also one of the few clean brands that won't break the bank, meaning you can find them at Target or the drugstore at an affordable price. We checked the records for you, and there have been no FDA recalls or class actions against them in the last 2 years. Clean, accessible, and legally spotless is something we actually need. Next up at number 5 is Tower 28. This brand is a lifesaver for anyone with actually sensitive skin. They carry the National Eczema Association Seal of Acceptance, which is a massive deal. They avoid over 2,000 ingredients known to trigger irritation. If you've ever had a reaction to clean makeup, this is the brand that actually does the work to keep you safe. Like the others, Tower 28 has had 0 legal issues, recalls, or settlements in 2024 or 2025. At number 4, we have Say. This brand is for the conscious consumer who wants performance without the compromise. They've also excluded over 2,000 questionable ingredients and are incredibly open about their sourcing. They've spent the last year consistently winning over dermatologists and industry experts. Moreover, Glowy Super Gel and Slip Tint are number 1 favorites for a reason. They work, and they do it without any toxic chemicals that could harm your health. Plus, the FDA has never recalled any of its products whatsoever. Number 3 is Rare Beauty. Beyond the mission of mental health advocacy, the formulas here are legitimately clean, vegan-friendly, and cruelty-free. Now, they did have a Prop 65 notice in early 2025 regarding an ingredient called diethanolamine, but let's be clear. Prop 65 is a California labeling requirement for disclosure, not a recall or a lawsuit. Rare Beauty handled it with total transparency, which is exactly what we want to see if we are looking for a trusted brand. They've kept a clean record otherwise, and continue to be a leader in the space. Next up in the number 2 spot is Kosas. They call themselves Makeup for Skincare Lovers, and they aren't kidding. To be honest, their formulas are packed with active ingredients like hyaluronic acid and peptides, so your makeup is actually treating your skin while you wear it. They are Clean at Sephora certified and have maintained a spotless legal record through 2024 and 2025. Kosas had no recalls, no lawsuits, only high-performance products that dermatologists actually stand behind. And taking the number 1 spot for 2026 is Ilia Beauty. This brand is the gold standard. When dermatologists recommend clean beauty, Ilia is usually the first name out of their mouths. They perfectly balance organic ingredients with safe synthetics to create luxury-level performance. Truth be told, we searched everywhere for any FDA issues or legal problems involving Ilia over the last 2 years, and I found absolutely nothing. In an industry seeing hundreds of millions in settlements, Ilia remains spotless. If you want the best of the best that is both dermatologist trusted and legally clean, this is it. Now let's turn to something else. We need to talk about 3 major brands that made headlines this year for reasons that will make your jaw drop. We're not saying these products are dangerous, and they are still legally sold. But this is public record, and you deserve to know what's going on behind the scenes. Brand number 3 to research is Unilever, specifically their aerosol dry shampoos under names like Dove, Suave, and Tresemme. In May 2025, Unilever reached a $3.6 million settlement over claims of benzene contamination. Benzene is a known carcinogen. It has no business being in your hair products. While Unilever didn't admit to any wrongdoing, it did agree to pay out millions to resolve the claims. Still, if you use aerosol dry shampoo, you definitely want to look into the Lidl versus Unilever case records. Number 2 to watch out for is L'Oreal, specifically their brands CeraVe and La Roche-Posay. In 2025, they faced multiple class action lawsuits regarding benzene contamination in their benzoyl peroxide acne treatments. The issue is that this ingredient can degrade into benzene under certain conditions. These lawsuits are still ongoing, and L'Oreal hasn't admitted to anything, but the allegations involve a known carcinogen in products meant for daily skin use. Plus, L'Oreal is still dealing with over 8,400 lawsuits related to hair relaxers and endocrine-disrupting chemicals. 2026 is going to be a big year in court for them. Finally, the number 1 brand you need to research is Neutrogena. In October 2025, the FDA issued an official Class 2 recall for their makeup remover wipes. This wasn't a lawsuit. It was an official government action because certain lots were contaminated with bacteria that can cause serious infections. On top of that, their parent company, through the Johnson & Johnson connection, just got hit with a $40 million verdict in December 2025 over talc and ovarian cancer. While that verdict was for baby powder, the corporate ties are there, and Neutrogena specifically faced its own greenwashing lawsuit in 2024 for claiming their wipes were plant-based when they were mostly synthetic. The beauty industry in 2026 is definitely divided. We have on one side brands like Ilia, Kosas, and Rare Beauty investing in safety and transparency. On the other hand, you have massive corporations selling multi-million-dollar cases for carcinogens and dealing with bacterial recalls, and they are usually the most promoted brands like L'Oreal or Neutrogena. At the end of the day, it's your body and your choice. We're just here to make sure you have the facts that usually stay hidden in legal documents and FDA reports. Transparency is the only way we get better products on the shelves. So check your labels, do your research, and let's make 2026 the year of the clean makeup bag. Don't forget to comment below. Are you sticking with your legacy brands, or is it time for a total intervention? Also, hit like and subscribe for more beauty tips.